Oakland, Seattle. Now that is $4,000, which is one black family, easy white day. That's the Negroes are stupid. Given a choice, even they don't want to live among other Negroes. Nothing more American than people willingly paying double for something they can't afford in the first place. What happens once they realize they commit swindling? You can always ask Miss Closer if you could borrow a sanitary napkin. If they make their mortgage payments, we win. If they default, we win. Great, they miss their nut. Then you put those houses right there on the market. And another market. And by this time, it's an all-Negro neighborhood. The entire population of Negroes cancel their traditional mortgages. And advocacy. I'll go 6%. Yeah, they can go. Wait, you're charging Negroes more than 20%? There's no way anyone can get out from under that. If your bank wasn't legally prohibited from lending to Negroes, you do the same.
This is what a 2x4 looked like in 1980, and this is what it looks like now. What's going on? And here's the kicker. They're not even 2x4s anymore. It's 1.5 by 3.5. But wood isn't the only thing. Tools used to be much more reliable, and appliances. Have you noticed how washer and dryers used to last 20 years, but now they last more like 7? The quality of things have gotten worse, but there's also shrinkflation. Check out what Big Mac used to look like in the 1980s compared to now. Now it's smaller. More expensive. Bags and chips are another great example. Most bags and chips are not even halfway full these days. What the heck happened to Toblerone bars? And now we only get 3 gushers per pack. And what's going on with pasta sauce? It's now 8% smaller, and water is the first ingredient instead of tomatoes. Check out how cheese balls have gotten smaller and smaller over the years. And string cheese. Toilet paper rolls have also gotten smaller. Companies are still charging the same price. Airline seats too. If you flew a plane in the 1990s, you had much more legroom. These are all hidden costs of inflation. The government uses CPI to measure inflation, which is the Consumer Price Index, but it's kind of a lie because it doesn't measure things like quality degradation or shrinkflation. You're paying more money for things over time, but the products are getting much worse, or you're just getting less of them. What other examples have you noticed? And follow for more knowledge. This is what a 2x4 looked like in 1980, and this is what it looks like now. What's going on? And here's the kicker. They're not even 2x4s anymore. It's 1.
Sorry, you guys, we doing something.
But wood isn't the only thing. Tools used to be much more reliable, and appliances. Have you noticed how washer and dryers used to last 20 years, and now they last more like 7? The quality of things has gotten worse, but then there's also shrinkflation. Check out what Big Mac used to look like in the 1980s compared to now. Now it's smaller and more expensive. Bags and chips are another great example. Most bags and chips are not even halfway full these days. What the heck happened to Toblerone bars? You ever think about how crazy Facebook Marketplace in the MCU probably is? Like that part in WandaVision where she goes to the military base to see Vision's body after he got slimed out by Thanos in Avengers Endgame, and he's just on the table, mangled like Golden Freddy, just totally taken apart and dead. And she's talking to the military guy, and she's like, you have to give him to me. I want to bury him. I want to give him a proper burial. And the military guy is talking to her. He's like, I'm sorry, ma'am. I can't do that. I can't let you just bury $3 billion worth of vibranium in the ground because you want a burial. And I was like, damn right. $3 billion? If I were an Avenger, I would have had his ass on a live whatnot option the next night. I would have brought his severed head to Rick Harrison on Pawn Stars and just had him go band for band for him. $3 billion? Do you ever think about how crazy Facebook Marketplace in the MCU probably is? Like that part in WandaVision where she goes to the...
Hey, yo, parents, it's time to have a contest, an ass-whooping contest.
If I identified as black, would you affirm me in that and call me black?
No.
Why not?
Because you're not black.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. Okay, if I said I was a man and I said I identify as a man, would you accept that and affirm me in that? If I identified as black,
Just want to let you guys know that Hurricane Weird is coming through, so you guys know this thing for okay, yeah, we'll just cancel some flights and do not refund to the hotel bonds, and we'll just fly out with the hurricane's gone. Okay, great. Spirit Airlines will wait everyone. Oh, yeah, too bad. Wish I was my glad.
It's fine. We're gonna get up to the destination. Wags will get us by dinner. We'll be having a good time. Did we just talk? I don't think you understand. The hurricane is so strong, it's making 100-foot waves in the Atlantic Ocean. Oh, don't worry, look, we're gonna be flying a lot higher than that. Oh, okay, you'll go around. Oh, okay, you'll make a detour around the hurricane, right? Because going through it.
Talk to how hard y'all watching.
It's a death sentence. That's why I'm pitching Spirit Airlines. It's in the night, mate. We're insured by the Holy Spirit. Savvy? You are by far the worst airline I've ever heard of. Aye, but you have heard of me. Hey, airlines, just want to let you guys know that Hurricane Aaron is coming through, so you guys might want to stay grounded for a while. Oh, okay, yeah. Right, people. Looking for cool, fun, bro? They're literally putting bugs in food now. Like, legally. You saw this? Come on, Chris. That's just protein innovation. High efficiencies get sustainable.
I've been watching this video for like 15 minutes straight, trying to figure out what's wrong. Something was off, but I can't pinpoint it. And then I realized that the legs below the knees are extremely short, which is these long ass longer legs. What's happening? What I think this person might be a little person, and I think she's stretched herself out somehow using AI. I don't know. So
Why is it? Why is everyone returning the iPhone 17? They just came out. I haven't heard. People hate the iPhone 17. What? More specifically, the 17 Pro and Pro Max. Why? Because people are buying them and they're getting physically damaged within the same day. Wait, you're serious? Yeah, it's really bad. They switched to aluminum for better cooling, but now this is a showpiece. Kilo Aztec calendar coin from Mexico. It's over 32 troy ounces of pure silver carved with insane detail. Every symbol, every line, absolute perfection. It's not just bullion.
let me see.
There she was, like a superhero, able to destroy confidence in a single pose. The opening page. Hello, dear. If you wish, I know you'll do it. It's obvious. If you would. You know how nice to meet you. I got you with it. It's a good thing I'm wearing a wire.
Probably down the ball is a sweet. The feeling is more just giving me a confidence. It's
I never even saw the way to dress you. Able to destroy confidence in a single pose. You know what, maybe you should try the dress one that lady's wearing. That was brilliant. And hopefully I can prove myself on solving problems.
I was getting to the deal of my very first showing and arrival age 14.
lovely home. I mean, maybe not great for kids. Wait, what's the book for this? Sorry, you there. Oh, you want to have a look on your culture blog? You made a friendship at all. Are you ready to see the interaction? Maybe just kidding.
Hey, are you all about to be my new neighbor? Oh, we like to party. My name's Fred. They call me Pete Perfect. Not for the matter. Oh, get in here. Get yourself some supper. These are my blessings. Do I like ethnic women? Guilty. I like farm fresh eggs.
I sold in my very first house and destroyed my swooper.
Of course, the only way you can destroy a real swooper is to stab its reflection during the harvest moon.
You want to watch?
What the fuck did I just watch? Okay, who's trying to talk? Oh, I know who it is. Oh, mine. You startled me. I am miles away. For the seldom purpose of prayer, Mistra commands all magic. Salvation, if such a thing exists, is hers to bestow or withhold. And yet, even now, more than I fear losing my own self and soul, I fear losing my command of her heart. Magic is my life. I've been in touch with the weed for as long as I can remember. There's nothing like it. It's like music, poetry, physical beauty, all rolled into one and given expression through the senses. Is it the same for you? Yes, as raw and ancient as the veins of Bartlett. Perhaps I can show you what I mean by reaching into the weave together.
That's a devil. Baphomet.
Then follow my lead.
Oh, this is gay. You didn't do anything.
Now you.
A familiar feeling, like a kind word and a kind
Excellent. Now, repeat after me. Astra Mysteria Contrario.
Oh, this is dope. Fuck yeah.
Suddenly, the scent of rose water and a sense of well-being.
Very good. Now, I want you to picture in your mind the concept of harmony, as true as you can.
You see, or is it sense, the unmistakable presence of Mistra, the Lady of Mysteries? There's something like the anticipation of a kiss, then the pleasure of being you are safe. You are nestled.
You did it. You're channeling the weave. How does it feel?
The weave evaporates, and as it does so, you realize the night feels suddenly cold and lonesome.
Yeah.
Oh. There it goes. Good night. I enjoyed sharing a bit of magic with you.
Bro, I thought we were just going to do a spell and I was going to learn a new spell. And now you over there dying because you need more magic.
Apart from finding me an artifact to give you, that is most gratifying to hear. May I?
Who the fuck I will?
Thank you. Good gods. It hardly has any effect. Oh, mistress, listen,
Listen, I need to speak to all of you.
It would be
It's
unconscionable of me to remain silent. And the waste it might have been, you have to know who I was. What I am is a walking shadow of the promise I once held. I'm what one might call a wizard prodigy. And from an early age could not only control the weave, but compose it. Much like a musician or a poet. Such was my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother of magic herself, the lady of mysteries, the goddess Mystra. She revealed herself to me and she became my teacher. In time she became my muse, and later even my lover. Oh yes, we enjoyed each other's company. Body. You see, no matter how powerful a wizard we mortals can become, we never scratch more than the surface of the weave. Mystra keeps us in check. There are boundaries she doesn't let us cross. Yet, every time I was with her, I stood on the precipice, gazing into the wonders that lay beyond. I sought to cross her boundaries. Quite. I tried to convince her. I pouted. I pleaded. Swore my ambition was only to serve her better. She only smart, inconceivable as it seems to me now. I shared a bed with a goddess, and yet I wasn't satisfied. So I sought to prove myself worthy to her instead. We come now to the crux of my folly. Shall I share the story behind it, or would you rather head straight to its sordid finale? Very well. Here goes. Once upon a very long time ago, a mighty lord lived in a tower. A flying tower, to be precise. I'll save this history for another time, but the gist of it is that he sought to usurp the goddess of magic so that he could become a god himself. He almost managed, but not quite. His entire empire, Netherrealm, came crashing down around him as he turned to stone. The magic that was unleashed that day was phenomenal. Roiling a crying chaos that outdated creation. Even the weave itself could not withstand the onslaught. Fractured, then shattered, and all magic was lost to the mortal realms until the day Mystra returned. She restored the weave, reuniting all its scattered shards. Or so I thought. Until, in the course of my studies, I learned of a book. Netherrealm's tome, which a piece of the fractured weave had been sealed beyond her reach. What if, I thought, what if, after all this time, I could return this lost part of herself to the goddess? The answer was to try. The outcome was to fail. I was certain this deed of raw power, draped in romance, would convince Mystra to take me by the hand and welcome me into her hitherto forbidden domains. I was mistaken. I obtained the fabled book and took it into my study. As for what happened next, here. Place your hand over my heart. Let me show you.
You feel the tadpole quiver as you realize gaze letting you into the dark. You see through Gail's eyes, staring down the corridors of a dread memory. A book bound and suddenly opened. Inside their own pages, only a swirling mass of blackest weave that pounces. Its teeth, its claws, it's unstoppable as it digs through and becomes part of you. And God says it's ever hungry.
Thankfully, the moment I absorbed the fragment wasn't enough to kill me outright. It was only the beginning. This Netherese blight, this orb, for lack of a better word, is balled up inside my chest. And it needs to be fed. As long as I absorb traces of the weed from potent enough sources, remains quiet. I will erupt. I don't know the exact magnitude of every waking moment. All of this. It must feel like a betrayal. Say the word, and we'll part ways. That is a great, truly are a soul that steals my own. From all my new rallied heart, I thank you all. I understand if you stand against me. I'm humbled if you stand with me. I stand at a precipice, without my own voice. Keep your distance, Stuff.
Hope you're keeping well, friend. Master. Friend. I stayed with him until I knew he was gone. I'll never forget him. But I'm glad to have met you.
I've got a long road ahead.
pants through a ball held firmly in his mouth. He relinquishes the ball. It is well chewed and slick with drool. His eyes track the ball avidly. He shuffles on his paws, ready to chase after it. Scratch's tongue lolls out happily, his tail wagging even faster.
The World Health Organization is changing the name of monkeypox to mpox due to concerns that the original could be considered racist, which...
Baldur's Gate 3 Vampire Mod. Which potion do you take? The potion of greater vampirism or the potion of vampirism?
face protects me.
Should have wished to live in more interesting times. Try me. Let my enemies fall. Sometimes the only way out. You've made a grave mistake. Yes.
today, you fool. Time to push my luck again. There's blood in the air. Mutilated. Another fight. Let's go. Well,
It worked. So those were not the peeps I was looking for.
wish to speak? With such stimulating company? Never better. Precious little. It's had the whole, those we had to get to miss, be wary. I'm just glad to be out here amidst the open.
Baldur's Gate 3 is their mod that lets you increase your party size. Okay. Oh man, I'm about to smoke a cigarette and then take a nap. I want to wake up and do shit all over again. Yeah! America, fuck yeah. I'm like 4% sure I took like 4 shots and I don't feel anything. And I'm drinking a beer. How does that work? Can't call bullshit because I poured it. The descriptions I read online about this water just thought are hilarious. So I found the boat on the Underdark before I found the bear in Baldur's Gate 3. Does it affect the playthrough if I take the boat? watching.
This is interesting. I've got a long road ahead. Sharp as ever. Careful, I might. Step to the pregnant.
Okay, that's wild. That's wild. It's because I picked up that flower?
You wish to speak? What's on your mind? With pleasure. Lead on.
At the time I tussled with the hill giants without breaking a sweat.
Now, a mere where could stop me halfway to Strange things are happening to us. What festers in our minds may well impel our bodies.
Oh, I totally worked.
I will not cross painful memories beyond. We continue.
Baldur's Gate 3, read the legendary Book of the Dead. Book of the Undead.
Bring your traditions to life. No.
Oh man.
The general gives you a break to keep you covered.
Yeah, weapons from the party. Oh, taking a break from being the operator? Guys. Likely be one of the first very challenging battles that you will face. There's several ways that you can go about this battle, but what I'm sharing with you today is what I consider to be the optimal strategy. So you can get to the Whispering Depths from the Blighted Village. You approach the well, investigate it, and then climb down the rope. And that will take you to this area that you see here. All right, so you're going to go into
Shadow heart. Sanchez implies yours is a difficult one to find.
It's not that hard to find. Perhaps any difficulties will tell you again.
Apart from an overgrowth of moss, the well looks unremarkable. Dry stones line the wall. At the bottom, something gleams in the dappled light.
Better check. Those webs carry vibrations.
Thing you're going to do before you go into battle here is I'm going to show you how to get a magic item. It's going to be an item that's going to be very useful to you in this particular battle. So you're going to make another left and go down this corridor here, and it's going to take you to this room. You'll know it when you see it because it's the only room in the dungeon that looks inhabitable. And at the far southernmost end of the room, you're going to see a chest. The chest is unlocked. So you don't need a rogue or anyone else in your party proficient in lockpicking. You can just open that chest right up there. And what these are going to do is they're going to make you immune to the web condition, which is pretty niche, right? It's pretty specific, but in this particular area, these boots are essential. Now, this battle can be broken up into segments. Now, in this first segment, you're going to face off against a couple of spiders and a couple of really ugly creatures called header calves. This battle's, I would say, medium difficulty. I really recommend being at least level 3 when you go into the Whispering Depths. Level 3 is where you're going to get a moderate challenge, but it's definitely doable. If you're at level 3, this first battle is relatively simple if you approach it in the right way. So you're going to want to sneak up on these guys, and that pretty much goes for all the time. You are always going to be sneaking in the Whispering Depths until you have cleared the dungeon of all enemies.
So I'm going to fly straight over there if this first one knows.
You're going to go back down the corridor you came from, but this time you are going to climb up the rock wall. This little plateau.
Nah, bro, we fighting this shit. Let's go. He talking about the long way. I'm talking about doing this shit. We modded.
Today you fool.
Yeah. Didn't do shit.
What now?
this over with.
Talk about sweet.
Time to kill. Nice.
Bitch. Yeah, go tell your homies. You think?
Let's end this.
Time to push my luck again. Death won't take me yet.
Sneak my ass, nigga.
Just think. Games have this devastating war within himself the entire time. And then you just mention it. Who's in the secret like that? Who's friends? You can't trust anyone these days.
It's funny considering he was a vampire and he didn't tell us until like recently. All of y'all got secrets. I don't give a fuck. Y'all help me save the world. We good.
How can I help?
Oh, you a fucking joke. Did that spider just teleport? Fuck yeah.
This is my time.
Fuck you, bitch. Oh, now you done. Oh, no, because he can teleport.
I don't fancy their chances.
Oh, okay. So I need blade singer arm.
Something good here, I hope. Shall we dance? Battlefield of fearless. Fools is not to sleep. On my honor. Good move, maybe.
Ready. Time to do some punishment.
Misses.
What's down there? Oh, I need to rest. It's time for a cargo quickly enough.
One ranged fighter, and you're going to sneak over to the edge and get cliff right here down to the second level, and you are going to go right on the edge of that cliff. So you don't even need to go down to the third level. The bridge here, like I mentioned. You manage to magic item the poisoners. One last thing, if you do manage to defeat the matriarch spider queen without pushing her over the edge of the pits, you can loot her corpse, and absolutely should. You will get another magic item, the poisoner's robe. One last thing, that might be something. Potion of hill giant strength, spells like thunder. Number 6. Number 4, take out those first wave of enemies without getting noticed. Number 5, dispose of those phase spider eggs. And number 6, falling damage. Plan out every possible way that you can to knock these spiders over the edge of the cliffs. Spells like Thunder Wave. If you push the matriarch spider over the edge, that may work. I don't believe I've ever tried it, but that might be something you could experiment with. And by the way, her minion spiders, it is possible to push them over the edge.
So Gator's been walking around this whole time with some sort of magic bomb in his chest. I don't normally want to begrudge someone their secrets. Very serious of you. But go ahead. Even if I could remember, I'm not sure I'd tell you. I don't want your ego to get over.
weird ass nigga.
There's no other tentacles so far.
The same. Except for a lot of worry in my stomach that's in no rush to go away.
That I cannot relate to.
Let's get going.
Hey Google. Okay Google. Baldur's Gate 3, how come it won't let me put the black amethyst into the book?
It sounds like you're referring to the dark amethyst that needs to be inserted into the Necromancy of The book. You must first find the dark amethyst in the well in the Blighted Village, then interact with the book in your inventory to open it and insert the gem. This is the first step to reading the book or giving it to a Starion.
Is there a cutscene of you putting the stone into the book?
Yes, there is a short cinematic moment when you insert the dark amethyst into the Necromancy of The book. When you interact with the book in your inventory after obtaining the dark amethyst, the camera will zoom in, and you will see the gem slot into the oval
How come it didn't happen for me?
There are a couple of reasons why the cutscene/cinematic moment for inserting the dark amethyst into the Necromancy of The might not have triggered for you. 1. It's a very subtle cinematic. The visual flair of the gem slotting in and the book opening is quite brief. It might have happened, but was over quickly, and you focused on the subsequent dialogue choices that appeared. 2. You weren't controlling the character with the book. If a companion inserts the gem by you controlling them and clicking the book in their inventory, the visual may not be as prominent or it might skip. 3. A bug. Unfortunately, like any complex game, sometimes quest triggers and minor cinematics can fail to fire correctly due to a minor glitch. This is a known possibility in various parts of the game, especially in earlier patches. 4. How you interacted with the book. The cinematic and the subsequent dialogue options, to read it, destroy it, or give it to a Starion, are triggered by right-clicking on the book and selecting Read, while it and the Dark Amethyst are in the same character's inventory. What matters most is the result.
After I read it, what's supposed to happen?
What happens after you choose to read the Necromancy of The is determined by a series of 3 wisdom saving throws, DCs 10, 15, and 20. The overall outcome involves both immediate effects and the setup for a much more powerful reward later in the game. Act 3. 1. Immediate rewards, regardless of success/failure, no matter how many checks you pass or fail. Grants the following. Permanent spell. You gain the ability to cast Speak with 10 as a ritual spell, meaning it doesn't consume a spell slot. Permanent buff. You gain the Forbidden Knowledge passive feature, which gives you a permanent +1 bonus to all wisdom saving throws and wisdom ability checks. Quest progress. Book becomes bound to the character to read it, and you cannot read any further until you read the Arcade Codex in Act 3. 2. Consequences of failure. Your negative consequences depend on how many of the 3 wisdom saving throws you fail. Failures. Consequence. Duration/fix. 1 failure. Whispers of Madness. Disadvantage on wisdom checks for 50 turns. Temporary. Should clear after the turns pass. 2 or 3 failures. Baleful knowledge.
How to tell if you read the book?
The easiest and most one is to asterisk check their character sheet for the permanent bonuses. Here are the 4 key ways to confirm that a character has read the book and gained the benefits. 1. Check for the permanent spell Speak with Dead. Location. Open the character's spellbook, L key on PC, or press the spellbook/abilities button. What to look for? Go to the Common tab, or the equivalent section for general or class features on console. Confirmation. The character who read the book should have the ability Speak with Dead ritual listed. This is a guaranteed reward for reading at least the first page of the book. 2. Check for the permanent passive feature, Forbidden Knowledge. Location. Open the character's character sheet, N key on PC, or the character sheet button. What to look for? Scroll down to the passive features section. Confirmation. The character should have a feature called Forbidden Knowledge, which grants +1 to wisdom saving throws and ability checks. 3. Check the book's status. Location. Find the Necromancy of The in the character's inventory. What to look for. If the book has been read, it will be bound to that character. You will find that you are unable to move it to another character's inventory or drop it. It is also often given the passive condition, twisted binding. Confirmation. If you right-click on the book and select Read, the dialog will state that you have reached the end of the readable text and need to find a way to finish deciphering the glyphs, referencing the Act 3 part of the quest. 4. Check the journal/quest log. Location. Open your journal, JKey on PC, and check the Search the Cellar quest, or whatever it progressed to. What to look for. The quest log should update to indicate that the character has only managed to read the first few pages, and that the remaining text is indecipherable until you can find further knowledge, referencing the Act 3 codex.
Every time I try to read the book in my inventory, there's an explosion and it says I've lost condition. Every time I try to read the spell book in my inventory, it just explodes. Every time I try to read the spell book. Every time I try to read the spell book in my inventory, it just explodes. What do I do?
The issue you are describing is a specific outcome for the Necromancy of Thay if you try to open it times without the required key item. The explosion you see is the book's innate magical protection attacking the reader. Here is what you need to do. 1. Identify the missing key. The Necromancy of Thay is locked and cursed. To safely open it and read the first section, you need the key. The Dark Amethyst. This is a purple gemstone you find in the Whispering Depths, which is a cavern system beneath the Blighted Village. You can access it by going down the well in the middle of the village, or through the secret entrance in the apothecary's cellar. 2. Open the book with the amethyst. 1. Find the Dark Amethyst. It's usually found on the corpse of a phased spider matriarch or nearby in the Whispering Depths. 2. Combine the items. Once you have both the Necromancy of Thay and the Dark Amethyst in your inventory, you can right-click the book and choose the option to use the amethyst to open it. 3. Read the book. After the book is opened, you will have the dialogue options to finally read the pages and proceed with the wisdom saving throws and consequences mentioned in the first answer. If you are trying to read the book after you have already succeeded on the Act 1 checks, the explosion or slamming shut is likely the book's way of telling you that you are done with the first part, and you must now wait until Act 3 to find the second key, the Tharchiate Codex. 3. If you are already in Act 3, if you are in Act 3 and the book is exploding, it's because you need to complete the following steps in order. 1. Find and read the Tharchiate Codex, found in the Sorceress Sundry's vault. 2. Have the character who read the Necromancy of Thay read the Codex. 3. Crucially, cast Remove Curse on the character to clear the Codex's initial curse. 4. Then, go back and read the Necromancy of Thay one final time.
Oh, okay, I'm doing this out of order. Necromancy of Thay. Look, image.
Link to Google user content.
What happened to the Necromancy of Thay book after you picked it up? It's not in my inventory.
Once you pick up the Necromancy of Thay in Baldur's Gate 3, its status and what happens next depends entirely on your choices, but it will always remain a key element of a long-running quest. Here is a breakdown of what happens to the book. 1. If you read it yourself, the most common path. If you use the Dark Amethyst to open the book and successfully read the initial pages by passing the wisdom saving throws, it becomes permanently bound. The book gains a passive condition called a twisted binding and becomes permanently stuck in the reader's inventory. You can no longer drop it, sell it, or move it to another character. Reading stops. The book slams shut, and any attempt to read it will result in the text saying the remaining.
When do you get this book?
The Necromancy of Thay is available very early in the game, in Act 1 of Baldur's Gate 3. It is found in a secret area under the Blighted Village. Here is a step-by-step guide to finding the book and its key. 1. Find the book. Necromancy of Thay. 1. Go to the Blighted Village. This is an early area on the map, usually to the west of the Druid Grove. 2. Find the Apothecary's house. Enter the house on the western side of the village, near the main gate.
I picked up that book, but I can't find it in my inventory.
That is a common problem with the Necromancy of Thay in Baldur's Gate 3, as it has a few peculiar behaviors and is sometimes subject to a bug. Here are the most likely reasons the book is missing from your main inventory, and what you should check. 1. It's permanently bound to a character. If you have already used the Dark Amethyst to open the book and successfully read the first few pages, passing the wisdom checks, the book becomes a unique item. It becomes permanently stuck in the inventory of the character who read it. It can no longer be dropped, sold, or sent to the camp chest. Action. Open the inventory of every party member, even those at camp, like Astarion or Gale if you gave it to them, and use the search bar to look for Necromancy of Thay. 2. It's hidden in a container. Sometimes, players move the book into a pouch, backpack, or box to organize their inventory, and it gets stuck there. Check all containers. Meticulously check every bag, pouch, chest, and backpack in the reader's inventory. The container bug. In some versions of the game, placing the book in a backpack or pouch and then sending that container to the camp chest can cause the book to vanish from the container entirely, which is a known bug. 3. A companion took it. Gale. If you gave the book to Gale to consume for his condition, it will be gone permanently. Astarion. If you gave the book to Astarion, it will be permanently bound to him. 4. It disappeared due to a bug. If you checked all the above and it's still missing, you may have encountered a specific known bug. The glitched container. As mentioned, sometimes moving it into a specific container or placing it in the camp chest while in a container can cause it to vanish completely. Being arrested. If the character holding the book was arrested, e.g. in Act 3, and their gear was confiscated, the book is sometimes lost and does not return when you recover your items. What to do if you can't find it? 1. Use the search filter. Go to the inventory of all 4 active party members and use the search bar at the top to type in the name. 2. Sort the inventory. Try sorting the inventory by type or latest to see if it pops up. 3. Check the camp chest. Check your traveler's chest at camp and check inside any containers, like backpacks, that are inside the chest. 4. Reload a previous save. If you are determined to continue the quest, your best bet is to reload a save from before you picked up the book or right after you confirmed it was in your inventory.
Damn, did I sell it to anybody?
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
The book is locked tight with no visible keyhole, only an oval recess in the cover's mouth. You try to examine the book, but the longer you stare, the more those piercing amethyst eyes draw you in. Beneath the allure, you feel the faintest echo of torment. There is great power in this book, but also great suffering. The book's pull is irresistible. You feel changed, bettered for having opened it. Suddenly you are capable of anything. Filling mountains, darkening suns, conversing with the dead. So much promised. But what is sought in return? Glyphs shift gently before your eyes. Words slip into your mind, onto your lips, forming words you don't understand. And something is trying to reply. The glyphs swarm impatiently. The book wants you to turn the page, to delve deeper. It's hungry. The glyphs seem to burn your inner eye, outraged at your denial. Within the pages you feel a feral thrashing. Living magic, driven mad by what it was used for. Necromancy. The magical energies of all living things were stolen, corrupted, and sealed in this vile book. It wants someone to share in its insanity. The voices falter, the anger quells. The magic seems to grow still and quiet, like a soothed beast. Nothing, just old parchment covered in arcane symbols. The magic sleeps. The heavy cover thumps shut with a strange finality. You've seen much of the book, but it's most powerful. You've seen much of the book, but it's most powerful. You've seen much of the book, but its most powerful secrets are guarded by indecisive.